Hi there, my name is Cameron Conaway. Welcome to 3-Minute Reframe. Today we're talking about psychedelic-assisted therapy. Disclaimer, I am not a licensed therapist, and I'm not promoting the use of illegal substances. I am sharing my personal experiences, which have always taken place under the direct supervision of trained mental health professionals. I have been a seasoned explorer of psychedelics, particularly psilocybin and ayahuasca. While these names carry a lot of cultural baggage, the clinical data is hard to ignore. A landmark study from Johns Hopkins University found that 14 months after a single supervised dose of psilocybin, 58% of participants rated the experience as one of the 5 most personally meaningful of their entire lives, on par with the birth of a child or the loss of a loved one. 64% indicated the experience increased well-being or life satisfaction. Most conversations around psychedelics focus on whether they can fix trauma, but there's a different angle I want to explore today: the expansion of the emotional spectrum. During one high-dose session, I experienced a complete disillusion of my identity. I wasn't a professor, a husband, or a son. I was just awareness. In that state, I encountered a wisdom keeper who showed me a bird with millions of feathers. They explained that each feather represented a unique facet of a human emotion. They asked if I wanted to learn. I said yes. I started with sadness. I used to think sadness was just one thing, one feather. But as I looked closer, I saw hundreds of different shades. There was the sadness of a missed opportunity, the sadness of a fading memory, the heavy sadness of grief, and the light, bittersweet sadness of a beautiful sunset. One by one, I was allowed to feel these feathers, to let them vibrate in my body until I knew their specific texture. I moved from sadness to joy, from joy to awe. In 6 hours, I felt I had gained more emotional intelligence than I could have gathered from 1,000 books. The reframe. Psychedelic-assisted therapy should not be viewed only as a way to delete old pain. In fact, that is setting the therapy up to fail. Instead, it can be a way to increase what's referred to as our emotional granularity, a term developed by neuroscientist Lisa Feldman Barrett. In our daily lives, we often operate with a primary color emotional palette. We're just sad or mad or fine. But through this work, I've learned to see and feel the prism, and I feel more resilient as a result. Now, when I sit with a student or a friend or myself, I don't just see pain or the joy. I can better sense the specific feathers, I can better meet others and myself in a more exact shade. When used in a sacred, supervised way, these medicines don't necessarily help us get over our past. They can help us grow deep enough to better hold the vast complexity of the human heart and mind. For me, that has been a vital foundation for healing. Catch you next week.